Customs got an expansion today, and I quickly ran through it to try to give you guys some info. Here was where we spawned. We're over on the South Land Bridge. That's the old map. Don't worry about that one anymore. I'm sure somebody will put one out. That ain't gonna be me. But here we are over by the RUAF roadblock. I just wanted to be able to show you guys what is new on Customs and how it's gonna change your playstyle and how things work on Customs just in general. You know, some people use Customs to get PvP going and, you know, gear up that way, or maybe they need to get specific kills with weapons or whatever. But here you go. As soon as you come through here, usually you got the elbow. That's the section here on the left. Used to be the elbow. Well, now this blue fence that was typically right here is gone, and it's all expanded outward. So we're gonna run over to this first building here. This building was actually quite lucrative, and I have a feeling that this building is gonna become one of those highly contested areas. You'll see a little bit later why I think that. But as we go in here, it's a little bit dark. Let me throw on this night vision real quick. You do have a lot of ammo spawns. I found some packages of BS around, and this you're really not going to see that much of it. We're doing an offline raid here, but I did do an online raid before this, and I was able to find some really good ammo and some pretty good gear in general. There's quite a few rooms in this place. There's a dead scav in this room, some jackets, you know, pretty typical stuff. But for Customs, it's a little more. It just gives you more loot options, I guess you would say. So all through here, I mean, you got a soap spawn in here, pretty standard stuff, but the real gold mine on this building is gonna be the upstairs. So let's head on up to the top and show you just what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, in here there is a jacket, some food spawns, things like that. Nothing too crazy though. So as we go upstairs, this very first room here with the brown doors, kind of cinematic looking doors, is a library. The great thing about this library, you saw one there, is right here is where I found a folder with intelligence in raid. As you can see, I passed one on my way in, and this is an offline raid. You usually don't find very many like high value items in offline raids. The loot table is a little weird in offline raids. There's another folder with intelligence right here. So as you can see, this room might become pretty highly contested because folders with intelligence as it stands right now go for about 213,000 rubles. That price may come down now that it's, you know, another place that you can get it, but as it stands, pretty solid money. This room here is mostly meds. I did see quite a bit of things. I found like a full CMS kit in here while I was in raid, and here you see me just get an IFAC there, some augmentin here. You know, this is a meds room, and I don't know, I doubt that there's any kind of LEDX spawns, but it is pretty good stuff in here. Especially if you're early game. If you're a low level player and you get to that room, you get some meds under your belt. Over here we got some portable cabins. I'm gonna kind of skip through that. There's really nothing in those, and behind those is the elbow section. That door right there is locked, but as you can see, this is the expansion. That's that first building we were in, and this whole area out here up to that next building is just kind of like highs and lows and different covers and such, but there's no real loot out in there, so it's gonna create some interesting fights out there, no doubt. But this building you can go inside of, so that door was locked. You can go in this building here. It does have a little bit of loot in here, but if you go through to the other side, you can see the other door does open, and that's right where the elbow was. Like literally the corner of the elbow is there. The sniper scav was up there. This is another way into the expansion zone. Over in this little blue thing, you have like hideout items, that sort of thing. I did see some weapon items here on this table. And on the next table, I actually found some dollars hidden under the newspaper. This is one thing that Tarkov kind of has a problem with, is some of their textures, some of their, you know, added things to kind of bring the world to life can cover up loot items. Like cash usually, it's a very small polygon or whatever you want to call it, and so it fits underneath like newspapers and things like that, and they can be hidden. So just make sure you look for the white dot to be able to loot things. So this corner is really nothing here, but you know, there could be people hiding in here. You kind of gotta check all your corners. We'll run over here and kind of show you guys where the rest of this kind of links up to the old map. right here, if you jump up on this blue fence, you'll see that this is that section past the construction zone, or kind of in between the two construction zones. Over there is the pocket watch truck. Over there you got the pit, and then that wall, beyond that wall is that street that goes down the center of customs. We'll run over to here and show you another entrance to the area. You can't really jump through these, I tried, but this is kind of the main entrance from the big construction area. And yeah, so let's take you into this next building, which is the best thing I found in the expansion. It's a pretty lucrative building, I would say, and it also has, you know, special value to it because it has the new extract for customs. But this room here, this is actually pretty great. You got these two weapons crates. You got a technical crate on the right there, some med spawns. There's a full CMS right there. You can see that other weapons box up on top, and a couple of jackets. You know, pretty great stuff, especially for, you know, early Tarkov players. Okay, we kind of speed you through all this stuff there that's not really, you know, of importance. We'll start upstairs. There is a downstairs. That's where the extract is at. But upstairs here, you've got, you know, some ammo spawns, it seems like, is like the main thing that you're going to find up here. But there are these technical crates, which are pretty great. If you have any, you know, familiarity with them, you find them on reserve, usually down in the bunkers underground. But there's medical technical crates, there's ration technical crates. This one's a ration crate, the last one was medical. And then there's also ones that are just technical crates, I think they're called, and those have like hideout items. Those are pretty great for, you know, new players. It's pretty great if you need food, it's good for meds. So this building has a lot of that, and it can be very helpful. Now on this side, you've got this very loud grenade launcher, mounted grenade launcher, I should say. And then facing the other direction, you got two of these mounted just machine guns, I guess. I don't know the specifications on the machine gun, but I've never really used these in game. The grenade launchers seem like they'd be a little more useful. As I said, there's a bunch of ammo spawns throughout this whole expansion, especially in this big building upstairs. Across here, you got a little meds box. You got another way to get up. There are two other staircases. This one is kind of a ramp, you know, like a secret way to get up top. Not really secret, but, you know, a different way to get up. They kind of made it so this building isn't like first person up there can hold it down easily, which is nice. On this box, you kind of had some weapons parts. Mostly looks like magazines, and then there's some ammo that spawns out on here. Nothing good in the video here, but I did find some BS rounds, and it came out with about 120 rounds of BS, which is pretty significant. And then as you see, yeah, this is a technical crate. That's the ones that will have like hideout items, things like that. Alright, well, this is where we entered, so let's go show you the downstairs now. As I said, the downstairs has the new customs expansions. Well, actually, I forgot to show you this room, huh? There's a green crate in here. You get some food spawns as well. And I believe, yes, there's some ammo spawns up on this bed here. Pretty cool little room. Those green crates are really great. They have a very, very, very small chance to give you a red rebel and various other good items. As you can see in the top right, there is a new exit, ZB 1013. And here it is right here. Now you need a key to get through this gate. Which key that may be, the factory exit key. So now you do need to start bringing the factory exit key. Before, I was an advocate of not bringing it. Going through the little shortcut was never really worth it. Now it's going to be worth it to bring this, because getting through this exit will be nice. There's, you know, having these other options and not being funneled to multiple exits, it's going to help you survive a lot more. But that light isn't on. As you can see, it told you turn the power on to be able to exit. So the power has to be on for you to be able to get out of here. And a little bit later in the video, I'll show you where you find that power switch. And you would hope that, you know, kind of the same way with interchange, that people will actually turn the power on when they spawn in that area. But, you know, can't always rely on people like that. So out here it's kind of open. It's the top of the, or I should say it's the bottom of the map. And it's just this really open area with the railways. But you see this sign here. It's a bit ominous, obviously. And I'll show you just what that sign means here. This is a bit like Reserve. Now, Reserve, you blow up. There's landmines. This, you just get shot by snipers. They aren't on the map. It's just completely generated, but you won't make it. If we come around this other side of the train tracks, and that gate may look familiar to you, well, if you go through it, here you are on the other side of the map, and it's Old Gas Station. You're at the back of Old Gas Station, and it's all the same as it was before. You've got the anything spawner on the ground here. You got the meds bag in this tube here. And this door here is if you have the Old Gas Station exit as a scav. It's all the same. It's just, this is the go-between. This is the connection from one side of the map to the other. Now we skip going into the gas station because I do want to show you some more things that they've expanded. It's not necessarily the expansion between, you know, the two sides of the map, giving you that other option of traversing. But they've also expanded some things on the boiler side. So as you can see, this area is usually a little more wooded and not as spread out. And the reason being is this building here is now accessible. Now, as I said, I did run a raid before I shot this video. This is the offline. But when I was in raid previously, I didn't go in here. I didn't know that this was open. Here I am discovering it for the first time. And as you can see, right there is a cheeky little spot if you want to, you know, get some shots out on some scavs or some PMCs running through there. You got some weapons parts that spawn through here. As I said, I'm discovering this as I'm playing through it. So yeah, there's a staircase that goes up to the top there. There's this middle staircase here. I kind of waste my time going up on that. There's nothing up there. It's just kind of a stop. Even upstairs didn't really seem to have anything too special. The only advantage I could see to going up here is there's a couple of these broken window areas where you'll be able to see that building that had the exfil in it. You know, here's the other spot here where the exfil, you can see that building there. So I guess you could use this as a sniping area to kind of, you know, get observations on the whole customs expansion. But I don't really see this being that useful. We'll go back downstairs here though, and we'll show you the other section of this building. This other section of the building is the important part. And there is this sort of underground that goes underneath this entire building between the two main rooms. And I guess it's just another way for you to be able to pass through there, maybe safely or quietly, whatever you're trying to do. I didn't really see any loot up here. Once again, we are in an offline raid, so maybe there are things that spawn up there, but you're not going to see it in this necessarily because the loot pools are a little different when you're doing it offline. So if you come out of this gate here you are right at the blue car jump. Shameless plug, if you haven't seen the 5 tips series, I do talk about that in there. That door there is closed, but it's closed for good reason, because if you come through this door here and pass through all this, that is a power switch. That is the power switch. Let's turn this on. This can get you out of customs at the ZB 1013 exit. So let's go check the underground real quick, show you what's going on down here. There is a weapons crate behind this little ramp over here, but there's really not much down here. It's more so just for you to be able to traverse through the area in a different way. There is a hole above you, as you saw when we walked in, and as you saw as we just passed it there. So be careful there. But we'll exit this building, and before we leave this side of the map, I do need to show you on the map here, on Boiler side, over here by ZB 1011, there's this building. And that building there has been expanded as well. It's been opened up, and inside of it you'll find some pretty decent stuff. Now, if you know the spawns on customs, you know that you spawn on this side of the map, and you can spawn literally right next to this building. And its new lootable things are kind of worth it now, especially to newcomers. If you need flash drives, or if you need just computer parts in general, or hideout items, it's quick and easy, available to you right off the spawn. You got a technical crate in here. It's a welcome expansion to the map. It's they didn't only expand the area south of the construction, they also opened up a lot of these buildings on this side of the map. And as you can see, here's the ZB 1011, but for some reason I don't have that exit, which is weird considering where I spawned. Maybe it's just an offline bug, maybe it's a new bug and they'll end up changing it. But I do want to show you, we got back into the expansion from the gas station. I did want to show you that this is where that door was to get over to the power room. And as you can see, you can just jump over this fence. So if you're going to be in the area on the right, you do need to be careful that people can jump over this fence, or you can see you from just up here on top of train tracks. This building is not open, and I'll show you just where this leads. This kind of dumps you out on the construction area, mostly to the east side of the construction area. I'll even go through and show you this little shipping container. When you come out of it, here's that main road. And you can see the bus depot there, and you got dorms in the background. So that kind of helps you to understand, how customs has changed. Now with this map getting so wide across, that you're gonna not be able to find PMCs as easily. You might be able to operate a little safer when you're doing your quests. Maybe if you have to go to dorms, there might not be as many people because they may be checking this out or just getting the loot in general. As you can see, the light is on though, and you can extract. I just wanted to do a quick little video to show you the new expansion if you haven't gotten to check it out yet, and kind of show you how to turn on the power, how to extract, and all of that. But like the video if you did. I've got all my links down below for my socials and my Twitch and all that. Go follow me over there. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you never miss a video. I'll see you guys next time.